Despite Ubisoft's best efforts to convince people otherwise, there is no doubt that Assassin's Creed Shadows, along with nearly every other game that they released last year, was a complete and total flop and failure, a massive disappointment for them. And even though they didn't really want to reveal anything about the actual numbers in the midst of this injection of cash that they had to get bailed out with, even though they had to halt their stock trading, even though they didn't really give us the numbers and just said, we promise you guys, just trust us, Assassin's Creed is performing very, very well. No, it's not, and no, it wasn't. And Assassin's Creed Shadows was a massive financial disaster for them. And somehow, it's one that continues to get worse because in all of the wisdom for Ubisoft, they decided that what we really need for an Assassin's Creed DLC, an Assassin's Creed Shadows DLC, was a cringe, strange, and very poorly optimized Attack on Titan collaboration. Assassin's Creed Shadows Attack on Titan collab is being slammed as an abomination by fans. And look, you guys know, not an anime guy. I know what Attack on Titan is. I can't say I'm a fan of it, but they are getting annihilated by virtually everyone, even the defenders, for this collaboration. Not only for the collab itself, Assassin's Creed and Attack on Titan, but also just for how shitty the entire thing looks. Watch this shit.
You want a meal monster? Come and get it!
And also just pay attention to to what it looks like. I'm not talking about how cringe it is. I'm talking about what it looks like. This is reminiscent of, the trailer that got released for Star Wars Outlaws, where the graphics look so fucking trash. And here you are again, the Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Titan is on my heels. I must hurry.
Like, this shit is real. There's a lot of people that saw these clips running around on Twitter and thought it was a fucking joke, right? They thought it was just a joke that somebody made this and put it out there, that it couldn't possibly have been real. But no, this is real. Many players say the cutscenes and animations are among the worst seen in modern games. It's fucking crazy. People didn't believe it. Look at this. That is until the Attack on Titan crossover quest actually dropped. Over the past 24 hours, Assassin's Creed fans have been coming out on social media in droves to dunk on this crossover, calling it everything from an abomination to an AI or fan project. Having actually seen the footage, I can quite comfortably say these fans may have a point. It looks so fucking weird. And you want to know how bad this is? You want to know how bad this went over for Ubisoft? Their huge, highly successful Assassin's Creed Shadow game that, it blew away their expectations, we promise, even though we won't tell you the fucking numbers. Suddenly, Ubisoft has no plans anymore to release a second Assassin's Creed Shadow expansion. So after getting absolutely fucking dunked on, after a disappointing initial sales for this thing, after all of this backlash and controversy, and trying to lie and pretend like it was successful, now all of a sudden, by the way, guys, we know we originally planned a second DLC. We're not going to do that anymore. I guess they've just made enough, it's just fine. They're just fine with where they are right now, right? It couldn't possibly be because this game has been such a disappointment. Ubisoft no longer plans to release a second Assassin's Creed Shadows expansion. Ubisoft has confirmed no longer plans to launch a second major Assassin's Creed Shadows expansion, something that previously would have formed part of the game's now abandoned Season Pass. Shadow's first, and now it seems only, major expansion launched in September. The 10-hour Claws of Awaji had previously been described as the first expansion included in the Season Pass. As an apology to fans for the game's delay, Ubisoft said it would gift Claws of Awaji for free to all pre-order customers, but fans assumed a second expansion would follow at some point, as has become the custom for every other major Assassin's Creed title over the past decade. Well, now, that is no longer the case. just when you think that it can't get any more embarrassing for Ubisoft after all the failures we've seen from them and the failure of Assassin's Creed Shadows to the point where they want to lie about their fucking numbers and hide their numbers and, halt stock trading, not actually reveal the fucking details, then you have something like this. And if you don't know what Attack on Titan is, this probably looks even crazier. I've never watched it, but at least I am aware of what Attack on Titan is, so I get what this is supposed to be. But holy fuck. Just when you think it can't get any worse, something like this happens.